Today we're going to install part number 12086 from Curt, and it's an 1.25" receiver hitch, and we're going to install this on an 09 Hyundai Genesis. Alright, first off we'll show you where the hitch mounts up on the frame. We're looking underneath the passenger side of the vehicle, and we're up by the exhaust and heat shield. That little flat spot between the two is where the hitch actually mounts up on the frame. So what's going to happen is we're going to lower the exhaust out of the way, then we take the heat shield down, and then we're going to put our hitch up in position, mark out our holes to mount it with, and then take it back down, and then drill out our holes, install our hardware, and then put everything back together, plus making a cutout for the exhaust shield. And this is going to be identical on both sides of the vehicle. First thing we did, we went ahead and sprayed down the rubber hangers with some lubricant. Next we'll install a strap so we can lower the exhaust in a slow fashion so we won't do any damage to it. Alright, now we'll go to the hangers closest to the rear of the bumper. Okay. Now we can go ahead and lower our exhaust out of the way. Now I got access to all the screws up inside the heat shield here. Alright, the hitch is going to mount on the bottom edge of this frame right here, and our access hole is going to be right here behind the sticker. So we got to remove that sticker to make room for our hardware. And the hitch is going to mount, it's kind of right here, the edge of it. There's a little edge right here where it drops down. It's kind of hard to see, but it's going to meet right at that edge right here. Just in front of that mark will be just fine. So what we're going to do is lift the hitch in position. You're going to need an extra set of hands for that, definitely, and mark the holes. There you go. I think what we're going to do to mark the holes is just spray paint it real fast with some spray paint, and we'll mark our holes, and we can go ahead and drill out everything. Okay. At this point, take a good look at the holes that you spray painted, and take a couple measurements to make sure they're even on both sides. Chances are it probably moved when you spray painted it, which is fine. But now you know where it's supposed to go, and now you know where to make your final adjustment, and we'll go ahead and drill out the holes. Start off a pilot hole first, 1/4 inch, and we'll follow up with a larger size bit. Next, you can go ahead and drill out your larger size drill bit. You may want to go over one size over in a drill bit hole. That way it gives you a little extra wiggle room for the bolt so you can twist or move the hitch forward or rear just a little bit to fine tune it. Pull up that sticker, and there's our access hole. Alright, now this is our access hole right here for the hardware. However, it's a little on the small side, so you can take a cold chisel and make a dent in it, or make a V groove in it to give you some more room for it. As you can see, you're going to need it for a block, and also a little bit for the head of the bolt to slide through. Or you can use, in this case, we're going to actually use a little Dremel tool to get the same task done. Alright, next we can go ahead and fish wire our bolts into the frame. And this fish wire tool does come with the kit. And so what you do is thread it in, run it through the hole you're going to pull the hardware through, back out the access hole, first slide on your block, and push it back up into the frame. And then thread your bolt on. Try to do it left-handed. There we go. Go ahead and put that back into the frame. And pull it on through. We're going to do the same thing for all four, the remaining 3 holes. Let's go ahead and put the hitch back up in there. Push the hitch up, try not to push the bolts back in. Okay, other side. Once you have the bolts snug down, then we can go ahead and tighten them to their final torque as specified in the instructions. Next, we're going to go ahead and mark out our heat shield here. And what we're going to do is go this flat spot where it sat on the frame here is what we need to cut out. So we're just going to give us a guide. Got our heat shield cut out. Let's go ahead and just fit it back into place. Strap back down. And we'll do the hangers going towards the front of the vehicle next. All right, and with that, that finishes our install part number 12086 from Curt.